A new thing. Hello, Malcolm here, and welcome to your daily devotional podcast anchored in Isaiah 43 and verse 19, which says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." Now, we're currently looking at God doing a new thing in the life of Abraham, and today we're exploring Abraham's laughter. Yes, you heard me right. His laughter. Genesis 17, verses 15 to 17. God also said to Abraham, "As for Sarai, your wife, you are no longer to call her Sarai. Her name will be Sarah. I will bless her and will surely give you a son by her. I will bless her so that she will be the mother of nations. Kings of peoples will come from her." Abraham fell face down. He laughed and said to himself, "Will a son be born to a man 100 years old? Will Sarah bear a child at the age of 90? So why is Abraham laughing? Was it a nervous laugh? When it's not really that something's funny, you're just nervous. Or did he think that God really was joking? Was his laughter derisory of God? How did God feel about Abraham's laughter? Well, we'll never know the details this side of the grave, but we can be inspired by at least a couple of things. And one is that God doesn't seem to take it personally, which I think is somewhat helpful, because there are times when you and I think inappropriately about God, or perhaps even speak to him without the kind of respect that would be appropriate, but we're lucky that he doesn't take it all personally. But also, secondly, we see that Abraham was obedient despite the skepticism. You see, numbers don't matter. He was reckoning with the reality of his situation. He was 99 years old. So Sarah wasn't far behind him. And the promises that God makes to him are, on the face of it, ridiculous. Nations and kings will come from Abraham. But what does it say in Romans chapter 4, verse 19? Without weakening in his faith, he faced the fact that his body was as good as dead, since he was about 100 years old, and that Sarah's womb was also dead. And we read again in Hebrews 11, verse 12, "And so, from this one man, and he as good as dead, came descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky, and as countless as the sand on the seashore." You see, Abraham, I think, struggled to accept God's promise of an unprecedented new thing, fathering a son at such an advanced age. I doubt he had any neighbors who had done such a thing. Yet he overcame his skepticism to trust God for something he could barely imagine, let alone see. And sometimes God does a new thing we can see coming, but sometimes he takes us on almost a bizarre adventure that at the time makes no sense. And I wonder, is there something like that in your life right now, or something like that in your congregation, your local group, something that doesn't seem to be making sense? You can't see the way that God is working in it, or how he can bring glory to himself or joy for you and your group out of it, or how you can have any impact on the world through what's going on. Perhaps something so odd, you can't possibly see how God could bring that good out of it. Well, if that is your situation, you are in good company. In fact, you are in Abraham's company. Why not take those scriptures, pray through them and reflect. Romans 4:19, he didn't weaken in his faith. He faced the facts. And then Hebrews 11, verse 12, God came through from this one man, as good as dead, numerous as the stars, countless as the sand. Why not pray through those scriptures and see what that does for your faith today? And I hope that through that you'll find that your heart, your life, your congregation, and your world is inspired by God doing a new thing. Until tomorrow, take care and God bless.